Hong Kong Brigade. I try to be very social. Hi, Jeff.
Hello,
good morning.
Consul General Nankivell.
Hi, Commissioner. How are you?
Yeah,
Hi, Richard.
Good to see you. Long time no see.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Good evening, Richard.
Hello, Ken. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Not too bad, thanks. Oh, wow. What an impressive group we have here. Well, good evening. We haven't formally begun yet. This is still the pre-event reception where we don't have any cocktails or snacks, so we apologize for that. We are grateful for everyone's presence this evening. It's great to see so many of you from all around across the BC and Hong Kong. And so this is wonderful. I think since we've got a bit of time, if everyone already knows who I am, perhaps there's an opportunity to introduce yourself, and I will pick and choose from those I can see on the screen here. And we'll just go through the top here that I can see, starting with Mr. Yim.
Hi, my name is Frederick Yim. I'm the Lower Mainland Area Commissioner. I'm in Vancouver. I've been with StJohn for about 9 years now.
Thank you, Mr. Yim. Mr. Ahadzadeh.
Hi everyone, I'm Farhang Ahadzadeh and I'm Divisional Superintendent for Adult Division, Division 304, based here in Burnaby. It's great to see everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Ahadzadeh. Ms. Huang and Ms. Ho, our dynamic duo.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Eva from BC, Canada. We are from 389 Burnaby Division.
Hi, everyone. Good morning in Hong Kong. Good evening for the Vancouver. I'm the training officer of the Cadet Division based in Burnaby, Division 389.
Thank you. Mr. Ken Leggatt.
Hello, my name is Ken Leggatt. I'm the interim CEO at StJohnAmbulance, BC Yukon, and thank you very much for having me again tonight, Richard. I really appreciate getting to see all the faces and the members of the organization from around the world. It's a great event.
Thank you, Ken. I see Colleen.
Hi, my name is Colleen, and I'm here with my family, Michael, my husband, and then my daughter, Erin, at the time. Representing my father, Dr. Potin Chak. We just want to appreciate you guys for the invitation to these events and appreciate everything you guys have done. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. It's great to have you and your family here tonight.
Thank you.
Consul General Jeff Nankivell.
Hi. Well, as Richard's mentioned, I'm Jeff Nankivell, and I'm the Consul General of Canada in Hong Kong, also covering Macau. I'm in my office this morning in Hong Kong. The virtual background is the view from our official residence of Canada in Hong Kong in mid-levels with the bright red Canadian chairs that you can see in the background. And it's a pleasure to join with you today. And I really appreciate the participation of SJA members from BC virtually in our annual Saiwan War Cemetery commemorative service this past Sunday. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Consul General Nankivell. I see Commissioner Alfred Poon.
I'm the Vice Chairman of the Hong Kong St. John Council and also the Commissioner of the Brigade. This is my 53 years of service in St. John. Well, I will continue to serve until I reach the retirement year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for being here tonight, or this morning.
Thank you.
I see Leanne Strachan from PHQ.
Hi, Richard. Thank you for having me again. Just so delighted to be here. I am with StJohnAmbulance here in Vancouver, and I look after all these strategic partnerships here. And again, just very, very honored to be here, and I look forward to a lovely evening.
Thank you, Leanne. I see Mr. Herman Ho.
Good evening, everyone, and good morning to those in Hong Kong. Very pleased to have the opportunity to join, and thank you, Richard, for inviting me. For those that don't know me, I'm Herman Ho, the past provincial chair, and also the former provincial commissioner of St. John Ambulance Brigade in British Columbia. Very pleased to see Commissioner Poon, Consul General as well, and a few other friends that I have seen before in Hong Kong. So looking forward to your presentation, Commissioner Poon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for support.
Thank you, Mr. Ho. I see Catherine is here from the Hong Kong Economic Trade Office, based here in Vancouver.
Good morning and good evening. Thank you, Richard, for including the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office. I am with the Hong Kong Economic Trade Office and space in Vancouver. And good to see the Consul General from Hong Kong, order from Hong Kong here. And hi to everybody. And also Commissioner Poon. Yeah, enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you. I see right next to Catherine is Alex To. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, sir.
Yes, good evening, all brothers and sisters in St. John, Canada. I'm Alex To from Finance Section of Youth Command in Hong Kong St. John Ambulance Brigade. I joined the brigade over 25 years and happy to attend this virtual series. Thank you very much.
It's great to have you here, Mr. To. Thank you. Oh, I see Danny Chak.
Good morning and good evening to everybody. I'm representing my father, Dr. Poon Chak. My name is Danny Chak. So nice to see everybody and joining in. Thank you. It's my honor.
Oh, thank you, Danny. It's good to see you here as well with your sister. It's great. Jane Short from PHQ. Hey, Jane.
Hello, everybody. Hello again, and thank you to all, and thank you for the invite. My name is Jane Short, and I am the Director of Community Services and Fund Development for St. John Ambulance, BC and Yukon. It's great to be here.
Thank you, Jane. Oh, I see our Corporal Yip. Introduce yourself, please.
Good evening, everyone. I am Corporal Alana Yip, and I'm part of the training team here in 389C.
Thank you, Corporal Yip. Corporal Butler.
Hey everyone, I'm Corporal Sarah Butler from Division 389. I'm also part of the training team.
Thank you, Corporal Butler. I see Canadian Armed Forces Honorary Lieutenant Colonel Farid Rohani.
Good evening. Such a pleasure to be here amongst such distinguished company. I want to thank you for inviting me, Richard, and also I want to bring greetings from Lieutenant Colonel Vincent Burke, the commanding officer of the British Columbia Regiment, RSM Tony Harris, the RSM of the British Columbia Regiment, as well as greetings from Honorary Captain Queenie Chu, who could not make it here tonight herself and asked me to pass on her greetings. It is a distinct pleasure to be here among such great company. I look forward to hear what's going on in St. John's Ambulance around the world.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us here tonight. I see Mr. Anthony Lowe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm the Leadership Development Officer and Justice Department Officer, 389.
Thank you, Mr. Lowe. I see Corporal Jaylee Ma.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Corporal Jaylee Ma, and I am also part of the Division 389C training team.
Thank you, Corporal Ma. I see Miss Froment, Celine Froment.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invite. My name is Celine Froment. I'm the Area Administration Officer for the Lower Mainland Fraser Valley in British Columbia, Canada. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Froment. I see Mr. Wong Tat Chen. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, sir.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. I'm Wang Chen from Hong Kong. Good to see everybody around the world. I'm Assistant Commissioner of Youth Hong Kong and Kowloon. Thank you very much.
Well, welcome here tonight. Thank you, or this morning. Mr. Ian DeLeon.
Hi, good day, everyone. Thanks for the invite this evening. I'm excited to be here, and it's great to see you all. I take care of the special training for St. John Ambulance 389C. Looking forward to tonight's events. Thank you.
And this and Mr. DeLeon is actually working behind the scenes as we speak for the presentations that we're about to see later this evening. I see a Stephanie, but it looks very familiar from the One St. John videos. If you can introduce yourself, please. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Carver. I'm here with my son Nathan Carver and Brooke Carver, and we're here just watching and thank you for honoring our grandpa, my grandpa, their great grandpa, Dr. Poteen Chak.
It's wonderful to welcome all of you here tonight. Thank you. Superintendent Raymond Chow.
Hello, good evening, everyone, or good morning, Sue. I'm honored to be here tonight and looking forward to Commissioner Poon's talk.
Yeah, hi.
It's nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chow. I see our provincial commissioner has joined us, David Valentine. Mr. Valentine, sir, would you like to introduce yourself really quickly for the group to see?
Evening, everyone. David Valentine here, Provincial Commissioner BC and the Yukon. It's a pleasure to see so many familiar faces again and welcome our brothers and sisters from Hong Kong.
Thank you, sir.
Commissioner Valentine, you're not in Hawaii this time.
Yeah. You have a wonderful memory.
We have a lot of people joining us, which is great. I see Gabby has joined us. Gabby Kwan, right? If I remember the last name. If you can kindly introduce yourself. We're just kind of doing self-introductions here in this pre-event reception.
Hi, I'm Gabby Kwan. I'm part of the provincial cadet team as a community events team. And so mostly in charge of helping with the events through the cadet program, like Cadet Field Day, Junior Field Day, and the summer camp.
Thank you, Ms. Kwan. And I'm going to put Cadet Ma on the spot. If you can do a quick self-introduction since you have your camera on.
Hi, I'm Cadet Ma, and it's an honor to be here.
Thank you. It's great to have you as always.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that Alfred Wu of the Chinese Canadian Military Museum?
Yes, hello from the Chinese Canadian Military Museum.
It's great to have you here, Alfred.
Thank you, Richard.
Well, so everyone look straight ahead. I'm going to take a couple of shots because we have multiple screens. So 3, 2, 1. So I think we've gotten people in already. Mr. De Leon, stand by. So let us begin the official program. Mr. Ahadzadeh.
Good evening to our viewers in Canada and a very good morning to those in Hong Kong. I hope you're all doing well. I'm Farid Ahadzadeh, Divisional Superintendent for the Adult Division 304, based here in Burnaby, BC. Before we begin, I invite the officers to keep their headdress on and salute during the Vice Regal salute at the beginning and at the Remembrance service portion near the end. Remain seated and everyone to please keep your mics muted, especially when our special guest is speaking. If you have any questions, please raise your digital hands. Thank you. I would like to now invite Mr. Richard Liu our Honorary Brigade Division President to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Ahadzadeh. If you missed any of our events, you can find them on our growing YouTube channel. Remember to click the subscribe button down here and hit that bell to be notified up there when we post new videos. Before we begin, I would like to recognize that our division is proudly based here in this diverse city of Burnaby, which is located on the ancestral and unceded homelands of the Coast Salish. We are grateful for the opportunity to present the speaker series on the shared territory tonight. We're all excited to be building our first virtual bridge across oceans. We'll be hearing from Mr. Alfred Poon, Brigade Commissioner of St. John Ambulance in Hong Kong shortly. But first, without further ado, we have a special opening message by Her Honor, the Honourable Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia and Vice Prior of the St. John Council for BC, with opening remarks by our CEO, Ken Leggatt, and welcome messages from Canadian Consul General Jeff Nankivell in Hong Kong and Macau, and Director Emily Mo of the Hong Kong Economic Trade Office in Toronto, followed by the Honourable Carla Qualtrough, Member of Parliament for Delta and Minister of Employment, Workforce Development and Disability Inclusion, as well as representatives of Burnaby's 3 levels of government. Let's begin.
As Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia and Vice Prior of the Order of St. John Ambulance for British Columbia, I'm delighted to welcome Commissioner Alfred Poon, Commissioner of the Hong Kong Brigade, as special guest of this St. John Ambulance speaker series. The date of today's event is significant in Hong Kong's time zone, as it's the 79th anniversary of the Battle of Hong Kong, which makes it all the more special to also recognize our 2 very special guests, St. John Ambulance World War II veterans, Dr. Po Tin Chak and Ms. Peggy Lee. I'd also like to welcome their families who have joined us on this call. Dr. Chak survived the Christmas Day St. Stephen's College massacre during the Battle of Hong Kong, while Ms. Lee was based out of Vancouver and served in World War II in the St. John Ambulance uniform. Despite the distance that once separated Dr. Chak and Ms. Lee, today they are united by the common cause of St. John Ambulance Hong Kong and St. John Ambulance Vancouver, a symbolic bridge during a year of significant anniversaries, including the 75th anniversary of the Battle of the Pacific, ending World War II. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome these special guests and look forward to an inspiring and stimulating conversation. I'm sending you all my heartfelt thanks for your splendid work and best wishes for the season and the new year. As always, one St. John.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to take this chance to say thank you for everyone in attending this Speaker Series event. It's a great honor to be able to see the Speaker Series going strong and the impact our community leaders and youth are demonstrating. Here at St. John Ambulance, we are continuing to work hard as an organization to become accustomed to the current COVID-19 pandemic as we continue to strive as a leader in providing first aid classes and making an impact with our community services programs. We also have had the chance to continue to work with the provincial and federal governments through some programs for people coming into Canada who need to self-isolate. This opportunity has allowed our volunteers to use their skills in the time of need in making a difference by providing skills and services. As we're coming to the end of 2020, we're anticipating a great year in 2021, with great prospects to come in many forms. One or two of the many being the introduction of the new AED stands rolling out in phases over the next year throughout the province, And there's many more exciting active engagements that we'll be doing in our community through our service programs. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Jeff Nankivell, Consulate General of Canada in Hong Kong and Macau, and Ms. Emily Moe, the Director of the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office in Toronto, Ms. Catherine Yuan, the Vancouver representative for the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, Mr. Richard N. Liu, the Honorary Brigade Division President, Mr. Raymond Chow, Superintendent of Division 389C Cadet Division in Burnaby, Mr. Farhan Ahadzadeh, the Superintendent of Division 304 Adult Division in Burnaby, and our Burnaby Division crew for putting together this wonderful 6th virtual event to close out the year, whilst looking forward to the continuation of these virtual programs in the new year. I'd also like to thank the support from our 3 levels of government in Burnaby over the year during the pandemic, the very presence of our guests and the resilience shown by our SJA Brigade members, as this challenging year would not have been a smooth one if it weren't for their continued support. And finally, I'd like to welcome Commissioner Alfred Poon from Hong Kong Brigade across the Pacific. Thank you for your time and to speaking with us tonight. I look forward to you sharing your wisdom and wonderful experiences with us and our volunteers.
St. John Ambulance CEO Mr. Ken Leggatt, Provincial Commissioner David Valentine, Honorary Brigade Division President Richard Liu, Brigade Commissioner Alfred Poon, Brigade members, government representatives of Burnaby and Hong Kong, Mesdames et Messieurs, hello everyone. Bonjour et bonsoir. 大家好. Although we can't meet in person today, it's my pleasure to say a few words at this bridging event. 雖然我今日未能夠親身見到大家，但係我好榮幸可以透過呢個活動同大家講幾句説話。We are honored to connect St. John Ambulance Burnaby and Hong Kong divisions, further deepening the links between Canada and Hong Kong. And today is the 8th of December in Hong Kong, which marks the start of the Battle of Hong Kong in 1941. And it was not far from where I sit now that Canadian troops experienced our country's first land battle in World War II. Of the 1,975 mostly young Canadians who came to defend Hong Kong, 550 gave their lives in the battle. And in the same battle, St. John Ambulance lost 55 of its members. Here in Hong Kong, we've just held our annual Canadian commemorative ceremony on December 6th at the Saiwan War Cemetery. This event has been held every year since 1947 to remember those Canadian soldiers who joined Allied and local forces in fighting courageously against overwhelming odds. Canada remembers. Hong Kong remembers. Nous nous souviendrons d'eux. 我哋會永遠懷念嘅。
劉會長、潘總監、藍總領事各位嘉賓，大家好！今日好榮幸能夠同大家一齊參與呢個網上活動，見證並且恭賀本拿比同埋香港嘅聖約翰救傷隊聯繫交流。香港同加拿大，包括 BC 省，喺經濟同埋人民方面佢嘅關係向來密切，而聖約翰救傷隊喺香港同埋本拿比嘅隊伍都喺急救以及其他方面扮演領導嘅地位。致力創造健康嘅社區，並且培育急救人才。嚟自 BC 省嘅隊員李黃翠娟以及香港嘅翟寶田醫生，喺第2次世界大戰嘅時候參與救援工作，為我哋樹立榜樣。更多嘅隊員近日喺疫情嚴峻嘅時候服務大眾，貢獻社會。我相信各位參加今日嘅活動定必獲益良多，並且期望加港兩地日後有更多交流合作。多謝各位。President Liu, Commissioner Poon, Consul General Nankivell, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my pleasure to join you this evening where St. John Ambulance Burnaby bridges with the Hong Kong St. John Ambulance. Hong Kong and Canada, including British Columbia, have established strong ties at the business and community levels. St. John Ambulance in Hong Kong and Burnaby are known for their leading role in the first aid and other services, working to create healthier communities and empowering people to save lives. The stories of St. John Ambulance veterans Peggy Lee from BC and Dr. Putin Chak from Hong Kong, who had endured the Second World War, set the best examples. And there are many more examples during the pandemic. I look forward to seeing more bridges to be built between Hong Kong and Canada, and hope you will enjoy the evening tonight. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I hope that you and your families are well this holiday season. St. John Ambulance members like you work hard and give selflessly to serve our communities and our families. And this year, your work has been more important than ever. To Commissioner Poon and all the dedicated members of the Hong Kong Brigade and the BC Yukon Brigade, I want to wish you a warm, safe, and wonderful holiday season with your families. Merry Christmas.
Mr. Alfred Poon, welcome. As Member of Parliament for Burnaby South and as leader of Canada's New Democratic Party, I want to welcome you to Burnaby. Thank you for being here virtually. To all the guests tonight, welcome. Doja Hao, to Mr. Poon, Lehoma. I hope you're doing well. And thank you again. This is a difficult time. We would have rather been in person, but because of COVID-19, we're going to have to do this virtually. But I know that in the future, we will have events like this where we can come together again. I want to acknowledge the veterans of St. John Ambulance. Thank you for everything you do to keep our community safe. Thank you for being on the front lines and providing that healthcare support. I know today we're also here to commemorate the Hong Kong Battle of 1941. And I also want to say in closing that as you come together and gather and celebrate the holidays, I know it's going to be different. You're not going to be able to come together in the way that we usually do. But thank you for following the public health guidelines. Because of all of you, we will be able to come together soon. Thank you and happy holidays.
Hi, this is Katrina Chen, MOA for Burnaby-Lougheed, BC's Minister of State for Childcare. I want to thank all the members and friends of St. John Ambulance for your many contributions to our community, especially during this very challenging time. I also want to thank you for bringing us together to pay remembrance to the Canadians and the St. John Ambulance members who lost their lives in the Battle of Hong Kong. We need to remember our past so we can do more, learn, and improve and do better in the future. And I hope you all stay very safe and healthy. Let's all do our part to go through this pandemic together. Please take care.
Hello, I'm Mike Hurley, Mayor of the City of Burnaby. On behalf of Burnaby City Council, I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's Speaker Series event, hosted by the St. John's Ambulance Burnaby Division. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to tonight's guest speaker, Commissioner of the Hong Kong St. John's Ambulance Brigade, Mr. Alfred Poon. I'm pleased that so many of our local St. John Ambulance volunteers, especially our youth members, will have a chance to hear from Mr. Poon, who has such an impressive record of service and leadership. I look forward to welcoming Commissioner Poon to Burnaby in person when it is safe to travel again. If there is a silver lining to this year's pandemic, is that we have found ways to connect that transcend physical borders. The St. John Ambulance Burnaby Division has done a phenomenal job at building bridges over the challenging past year, highlighting its rich heritage and caring for their own World War II veterans, especially during the 75th anniversary year of the end of the Second World War. Thank you to the senior leadership team of the St. John Ambulance Burnaby Division for hosting this speaker series and for inviting such qualified, knowledgeable presenters. Please enjoy tonight's presentations and best wishes to all for a happy and safe holiday season. Stay well, and we'll see you all in the new year. One St. John.
Thank you for the wonderful opening and welcome messages to start off the evening. Hello, everyone. My name is Raymond Chow, and I'm the Divisional Superintendent of St. John Ambulance Cadet Division 389. We're based here in Burnaby, located right next to Vancouver. Our Burnaby Division is proud to be hosting Brigade Commissioner Alfred Poon this evening. Mr. Alfred Poon is the Commissioner of the Hong Kong St. John Ambulance Brigade and the Vice Chairman of the Council of Hong Kong St. John Ambulance. Commissioner Poon's service to St. John Ambulance spans over 50 years when he joined in 1968. Under his leadership, the brigade enjoys a strength of over 7,000 volunteers who are highly trained to serve the public. The Hong Kong St. John Ambulance Brigade provides all of their services for free of charge. This includes ambulance services, dental services for people with special needs, and the training of cadets in the youth program. Commissioner Poon, a commander in the Order of St. John, was honored in 2009 by the HKSAR Hong Kong Special Administrative Region Government with the Chief Executive's Commendation for his devotion to community service. We warmly welcome Brigade Commissioner Poon. Sir.
Thank you so much, Richard, and all honorable guests. Now, sometimes, I make some share to my colleagues in Hong Kong, and this is a little PowerPoint I share to some of the members attending the officers training course. Now, we always say, what is the criteria to be a brigade officer? And also, I would like to introduce about the organization of Hong Kong Ambulance to strengthen the knowledge of our officer and also their responsibility. And also, we are counting on about a unit because the officers, after the course, they will be a primary officer mostly in a division. So we have to show them how to run the division and finance training, and also to run the meeting and activities. And then I always provide a Q&A to the candidates. To be a brigade officer, he must have a good character and also a good knowledge of St. John. And most important is financial independence, because before in Hong Kong, we don't support the uniform of officer. So all the costs for the uniform, they have to bear by themselves. And also, they must have a good leadership, good ability in first aid and also foot drill, because we have parallel run first aid and foot drill. And also, they have to devote themselves to St. John. And of course, very important is they must have a good education. Now, the organization of Hong Kong is, we become a priory in 2015. And then under the priory, we have the St. John Council, and then we have two arms. The association is for teaching of first aid and also related courses to the public. And then we collect the people after learning first aid from the council, from the association, and then we make them to be a brigade member. So in the brigade, we divide into officers, surgeons, and nursing officers. They are on the medical field. Then we have presidents like Richard, right? And then we have adult, NCO, and adult member. And also very important, we have the youth member, including officer cadet. Officer cadet is the cadet they enrolled into university. But then we promote them a special promotion to be officer cadet. They have one pip on the uniform. Then we have cadet leader, cadet, NCO, and also cadet member. And several years ago, we also made a St. John Panda, which is like your junior. But because panda is the most valuable animal, in China, so we named it panda. And then we are talking about the responsibilities of officer, no matter external and internal. The external is he must know how to get the resources, such as to get the place for the divisional meeting, training on first aid and foot drill, right? Because we cannot make all the division to come into our headquarters to provide the training and also meeting. They must know the network of the division, because all the division were located in different areas. They must know the network to connect with the police, with the associations made by the other NGOs over there. And he must be very sociable. to liaise with all the other organizations. Internally, we have the senior commander, where we name assistant commissioner and above. And then we have the senior officers, is superintendent to chief superintendent. Because we don't have core superintendent, we all make a ranking instead of a post. And then we have the subordinate officer, is from a probationary ambulance officer up to a assistant superintendent. Assistant superintendent is the divisional superintendent in charge of a division. We use a rank to, to deploy the duty instead of a post in Hong Kong. Now, we always say about to be a unit on the divisional level and how they monitor the administration and management. To be a junior officer, after they are promoted to be a PAO, they must carry out the work as instructed by his or senior officer, such as an ambulance officer or assistant superintendent, right? And then they have to conduct duty visit and ensure duties carried out satisfactorily. Because normally for normal duty, we only have NCO to lead the duty team. But when we have a duty over 12 people or something like that, we always deploy an officer to be in charge of the duty. And also, we always encourage all the division, they form up divisional structure, such as surgeons, NCOs, and presidents. I mean, level by level, and also function by function. And also, I encourage them to form up a key member system. That is, one corporal, they can control how many ambulance member. And then a senior level is a sergeant. They have to help the officer to manage to connect with the corporal, right? And the corporal connect with the ambulance members. And also, they must know about to ensure all members, they're able to fulfill the efficiency requirement. Because in Hong Kong, we have an efficiency requirement that they have to attend minimum 60 hours on training and 60 hours for duty. They have to attend a division inspection or maybe annual review, and then they have to pass every year in the first aid and also defibrillation re-examination, right? So to be a junior officer, he must ensure and to make all the members to fulfill the efficiency requirement. Any member or officer, if they cannot fulfill the efficiency requirement for 2 consecutive years, they will be discharged by the brigade. And also, to be an officer, they must nominate suitable members for recognition and also to nominate the member to attend NCO course. Now, also, money is quite important, even for all the units. So as an officer, he have to plan an annual financial budget. Say, normally, we have the support from our president, right, to make a contribution to the division every year. So from the limited contribution, he or she have to make a financial budget. And also to control the divisional command fund, how to make use of the money, right? Say, for example, maybe after a drill, he have to arrange some soft drinks or something that use the divisional fund. And also set up a divisional fund among officers and members within the division. Normally, the division not only belong to the officer, also belong to all the members, right? So when I was a divisional officer, I encourage every member, they make a little contribution. So let them to feel they have a sense of belongings, right? And also, they have to arrange the claim for meal and traveling allowance. So in Hong Kong, we support the members. After 4 hours of duty, they can claim a portion of meal, right, to buy a box of rice or something. And also, we support all the officers and members for traveling allowance. They can claim back the traveling from their own pocket they spend for the duty, but not for the meeting, just for the duty. And we, as an officer, and a junior officer, he have to help support the divisional officer, the division in charge, to set up the annual training program. Normally, we have a divisional meeting once every week. So, which day is good for future training, which day is good for administration, and which is good for duty deployment. You have to tell the divisional OIC to arrange for that. And also, you have to select suitable members to attend the NTC, non-commissioned officer training course, and even officer training course, future instructor course too. And also to encourage suitable member to attend lecturer training course organized by the association, and as well as the PHTOS. PHTOS is a trauma course, pre-hospital trauma course. And also he have to encourage members to attend the core region command trainings, because beside the divisional training, we also have different core, regional, and command training. And also, he have to organize an annual divisional general meeting after submitting the annual return. Now, in line with the St. John regulations, I always encourage all the divisions, they make an annual divisional general meeting. Then they can review on the annual return, right? And also to plan for the future divisional training and meeting. And then I always ask them to set up an annual divisional activity program. This is sometimes, besides the normal first aid training, they may have some hiking or something like that to make our members to have a sense of belonging, and also to have more socialize with the others. And now, I always encourage the member to participate in the brigade centralized activities, such as BCS. BCS is what we call the Brigade Color Party, Brigade Color Squad. That when we drill, we always have a color party to hold the brigade flag, and this is a special squad to escort the flag holder, the bearer, and also they can join the brigade band. Also, we have a special called sport club to let the members to join in different activities. And also, we have a member mess and officer mess. But for members, they can join the activity of the member mess. This is a place to let the members to social with the other divisions. Now, Hong Kong is unlike Canada, because Canada is a very big country, and Hong Kong is a small place. So even, living in Kowloon can come into Hong Kong, right? But just, underground, the underground or tunnel, or even by ferry. So normally, we have quite a lot of activities organized by the member mess that let the members to join together. They can talk together and play together to make them, to strengthen their spirit to serve St. John. I think afterward, I have some interesting photo to show to everyone about our activities, right? Instead of just listen to me. Beside that, can we have the question or anything, or a question or need to have my answer?
Sir. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah? Commissioner Poon, on behalf of our brigade, Superintendent Chow, Superintendent Ahadzadeh, and our Burnaby Division team members, thank you, Commissioner Poon, for sharing some of your time with your insight and inspiration at St. John Ambulance for a better global understanding the St. John family.
My great
Ms.
pleasure and
Huang-
honor.
Yes, thank you, sir. Ms. Huang, I believe we have some questions that our cadets have prepared.
Yes, that was very informative and inspiring. Thank you, Commissioner Poon.
Yeah, thank you.
Now we have some questions by our cadets.
Yes.
I see Kopo Yip has some questions. Please go ahead, Kopo Yip.
Thank you, Ms. Huang. Good evening or good morning, Commissioner Poon. I am
Good morning.
Corporal Alana Yip, and I would like to ask, although the core values of SJA or St. John Ambulance, pro fide, pro utilitate hominum, remain the same throughout the world, do you think culture has impact or affects the way we run things?
Yes. I still remember on our centenary program, we have what we call, a gathering. We invite the cadets from different countries and different territories to come to Hong Kong, right? And I still can I still remember there are 11 countries participate in our centenary cadet program, where we have nearly 5,000 cadets all over from the world to come to Hong Kong, and then they make a very good meeting with all the cadets at different of the world.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And good morning, Commissioner Poon. I'm Christopher.
Yes, good morning.
A SWAT leader here. My question for you is how has the division structure changed over time?
We subdivide. In Hong Kong, it's not the same as in Canada. Cadet is a special command. We have two commands for the cadets, one in Hong Kong Island and the Kowloon Peninsula, and the other is in the New Territories. Because cadets, we are on school base. So normally they are attending the meeting in school. I know some of the cadets in Canada, they attach to an adult division, right? But we are not. We are separate the cadets in the school. So this is easier to manage and also to provide training for these training activities for them.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Poon.
Yes.
I am Corporal Butler. My question.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Yes.
My question for you is, what is one thing that makes you the most proud of your brigade in Hong Kong?
Well, in Hong Kong, we call ourselves volunteers. And so far, we are I think besides St. John, we are also the Red Cross. We are the pure volunteers, provide free of charge first aid duties and ambulance service to all the citizens of Hong Kong. I'm really proud of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning, Commissioner Poon. I hope you're having a good day so far. My name is Corporal Ma, and my question to you is, what are volunteer events like in Hong Kong?
Now, I think we can only call ourselves and also call the Red Cross volunteers, because for the other organizations, they belong to the government, and then they have to subsidize from the government. But we really, when we perform any duty or anything, we have low award, low income, and we only provide a meal and also the traveling expenses to all our members, right? And Red Cross, they also doing the same thing in Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening or good morning, Commissioner Poon.
Yeah.
So I've heard that you've been to Vancouver before, right?
Yes.
So I just want to ask you, what did you enjoy the most about Vancouver?
Well, actually, I came to Vancouver on the way for business. And also, I know about Vancouver is such a beautiful place. And sometimes, I took a plane to come to Vancouver, and then from Vancouver, I transit back to US because it takes a very long time and queue up and checking and everything in US. So I like to have Vancouver, such a beautiful place, to let me to have an easy access into US, right? And also, I visited the headquarters of Vancouver, the St. John, that I can always like to buy some souvenirs from here. And then I can bring back as a little souvenir to our Hong Kong St. John Fellows. I like Vancouver very much. This is a beautiful place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Commissioner Poon. My name is Corporal Chen, and I would like to ask you, what is the dress code or uniform like for the cadets?
We cadet is not like the adults, and we still have the normally for boys we have the skirt and we have the trousers and shirt, right? But for girl cadets we have skirt and also jacket and shirts. And for cadet officers, they are the same as the adult officers, no difference. So this is what I call my number 2 uniform. Number 1 uniform, we have medals. But with number 2 uniform, we wear the ribbons. Cadet officers have the same uniform as me. We all officers, no matter adult or cadet, are same.
Thank you, Commissioner Poon.
Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioner Poon.
Good morning.
I am Squad Leader Chen.
Yes.
What was the most severe injury that you ever had to treat?
I can't catch you very well. I'm so sorry for my poor English.
Please allow me to do the translate.
Yes.
佢係問緊你有冇做過唔係喺你嘅聖裝生涯裏邊做過最嚴重嘅 first aid 去 treat 過一個人啊，去救過一個人。
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Well, I do support for a traffic accident and also a bushfire. The most serious one is the traffic accident, and the patient is unconscious and bleeding, heavily bleeding. Yeah, and of course, I try to make his airway open, right? And then I stop the bleeding and call for ambulance to convey him to the hospital.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Commissioner Poon.
Hi, Louis. Yeah.
Hi. My name's Squad Leader Louis.
Yeah.
What's the attitude for the general public like towards learning first aid in Hong Kong?
Nowadays, the people, they understand because we do Red Cross and St. John, even auxiliary medical service, we do a lot of promotion to encourage the people to join, to learn first aid. And the auxiliary medical service, you must be a member, right? But St. John, we are open because we subdivide into the association and the brigade. Association is for education. We teach all the citizens on first aid. And then after, we encourage the people, when they have a first aid certificate, to join the brigade as a volunteer, right? And I think we're doing quite well. More and more people, they understand about the importance to learn first aid.
That's very interesting. Thank you for your response.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Louis. Thank you.
Hello, Commissioner Poon. It's Corporal
Yes.
Yip again. I would like to ask, were there any moments when you were either volunteering or giving first aid that you felt thankful or grateful for being bilingual?
Yes. Well, Hong Kong is a very special thing. And even now, it's not only bilingual. Now, from Chinese, we have to speak Mandarin and Cantonese, right? And also we speak English. So we teach mostly in Cantonese. But we have some English course that it is a special course. Well, I'm also when I was a junior officer, I'm also a first aid lecturer that I can conduct, teach the public on the first aid course.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
It's me again, and I think this is our final question. It's about how the Battle of Hong Kong has affected St. John's structure.
The Hong Kong government realized the importance of having what we call a first aid team like Hong Kong. So that is why, and also to train on first aid to the public is important, right? So now what we do is we provide first aid course to the public, and any organization, even a government organization, they always encourage people to learn first aid. And then we encourage the people to learn first aid to join the brigade and I give them uniform, more training on first aid. And I think, well, to let the people have a first aid training, that is very important to the public, because every day we can have accident happen on the road, right, and everywhere.
Thank you for your response.
Yeah, thank you.
I think Mr. De Leon has the photos of from Commissioner Poon that we can share here, so that people can actually see, visualize what the brigade in Hong Kong, what they do. And maybe perhaps Commissioner Poon can explain what each photo is about. I think there's only a few, so it's not too, I don't think it's very long. So, Mr. De Leon, do you have that? Okay, perfect, there we are. So if Mr. Alfred, sir. So I see you have an annual ball that you host every year?
Yes. In the photo, we have our council chairman, me, and also the other senior officers, and also my deputy commissioner. This is a membership program for the undergraduates, because we do encourage the university students to join us. So this is a photo where we got when we have the big demonstration. You can see our ambulance just go through the people of crowd. This is for us for the Remembrance Sunday, yeah, and for laying the for the one who passed during the Japanese War. This photo was made quite long time ago. This is our centenary celebration. At that time, I was a deputy commissioner, and our commissioner was Dr. Stanley Ma, together with the chief executive of Hong Kong. This is part of our centenary celebration program. We make quite a very big show for our centenary celebration. We make a big show together, see? The other teams? We've got different teams come from different countries to join us. And also we visit the London and headquarters, and also Cardiff.
Thank you, Commissioner Poon. great questions. Great questions from the cadets too. And Commissioner Poon, I picked up a few tips from you, so I will make sure I incorporate that. That was very inspiring. As mentioned earlier, it's December 8th in Hong Kong. In 1941, exactly 79 years ago today, the Battle of Hong Kong began just a few hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor. During the battle, St. John Ambulance members were dispatched to treat and transport the wounded. This includes our very own Dr. Poteen Chak, who was 18 years old at the time and served as an ambulance attendant with the South China Athletic Association Division. He was subsequently transferred to the military division of the brigade, which was attached to the Royal Army Medical Corps. After 2.5 weeks of intense fighting, Hong Kong eventually fell to the Japanese Imperial Army on Christmas Day, December 25th, 1941. However, hours before the British surrendered, Japanese troops swarmed St. Stephen's College. The college was converted into a field hospital due to its proximity to the front lines and was staffed by many St. John Ambulance volunteers. On December 24th, the young Poteen Chak was dispatched to transport wounded soldiers to St. Stephen's College, but made a wrong turn and ended up at Fort Stanley instead. This miscalculation ended up saving his life as the Japanese troop proceeded to massacre everyone inside the college, including 56 St. John Ambulance Brigade officers, nurses, and NCOs, despite being clearly marked as non-combatants. This has gone on to become known as the St. Stephen's College Massacre or Black Christmas. Dr. Chak is one of the few living St. John members to witness the aftermath of that atrocity. As we begin the remembrance service of the program, we would like to now take this opportunity to present the names of the fallen St. John Ambulance members in Hong Kong and virtually lay wreaths to remember them. To keep everyone safe, we've pre-recorded them at 3 of Burnaby's cenotaphs: the Burnaby North Cenotaph, the Burnaby South Cenotaph, the Burnaby South High School Cenotaph and Memorial Tennis Courts. The presentation also includes images of Vancouver's Chinatown Memorial Monument and, of course, the St. John War Memorial over in Hong Kong. Again, we invite the officers to keep their headdress on, remain seated, and to salute during the last post and the rouse. Lest we forget.
We will remember them. This is quite a significant moment in time with both the 75th anniversary year for the end of the Second World War, the anniversary of the Battle of Hong Kong today, while the world navigates a global pandemic. We have also come a long way as a team since our very first virtual event back in June. Just look at the videos on YouTube. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for sticking through these last several months with your resilience and spirit, which has been the biggest gift of all. I want to thank our Burnaby Division and the StJohnAmbulance BC Yukon leadership for all their support. I want to also wish our two dear World War II veterans, Peggy Lee and Dr. Chak, and their families, a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we look forward to seeing all of you in the new year. And now, I would like to invite our Provincial Commissioner, David Valentine, to make the closing remarks. Commissioner Valentine, sir.
Thank you, Richard. It's my pleasure to thank you, Alfred, for an inspiring presentation. It's quite a comparison to what we do here in Canada on the West Coast anyhow. And I thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. And to Dr. Chak and Peggy Lee's family, thank you so much for being part of this as well. And to all of you in Burnaby, another well done job. Bravo Zulu to all of you. You're the inspiration that makes St. John what it is, and we are going forward, and we will always be one St. John. Thank you.
One St. John.
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 One St. John.